so awesome. I love this. This is great.
Boys and girls, stand to your feet and welcome the Reverend DaVita McAllister. All right. I like you guys already. Okay, that was fun. So, all jokes aside, my name is Dave McAllister, and I have the distinct privilege and pleasure of being your keynote speaker for our time together this weekend, which means you will see me several times. Several times. I'm glad you're clapping now. I'm hoping you're clapping by the time we are done. That would be good. That would be very good. Now, I have moved the mic a little further out into the center aisle here because really this is an opportunity for us to be in conversation. Of all the things that we will be doing together this weekend, I'll be preaching later on tonight. I have an opportunity to speak with both the young adult and the youth delegates and visitors that are here, but there really aren't going to be other opportunities for me to do Q&A with you all. So this really is a great opportunity for us to do that, and I don't want to miss it. Okay? I don't want to miss it. So that's why the mic is in the middle. And so you can come up at any time and you will find it is very hard to throw me off. So you can just wander up there at any point and be like, I was just wondering, what's the deal with it? I'll stop and do the best I can to make something up. So that's how it's going to go. Look at that. There's my name on the screen. Fabulous. Okay, so we do have a PowerPoint. We'll use it from time to time. I do have some notes. If all things fail, I'll use those from time to time. But for the most part, what you are going to see is me moving my arms about and beginning with a little bit of an introduction and a warning. Now, those of you who will be in service tonight, you will hear this again this evening. I am a Baptist Pentecostal of Christ. Okay? Now, I don't know how many of you have encountered us before. There are a lot of us in the United Church of Christ. I was born into a Baptist tradition. I had a conversion experience in the Pentecostal church. I was ordained for the first time in the United Methodist Church. And then I found my home in the United Church of Christ, thus making me a Baptist Pentecostal of Christ. So the thing about us Baptist Pentecostals is that we're a very conversational lot. We have a lot of energy and a lot of engagement, and that stuff is really, really important to us. So what matters to me is to get as many of you involved in this time together as possible. And the first person that I have employed to assist me is a part of our fabulous and amazing tech crew. Wait to tech crew over here doing such great fabulous work. John has agreed to be responsible for advancing these wonderful slides here. We have not practiced this in advance, so any mistakes that are made are all mine, and none of them are his. Now, this is not easy work trying to keep up with me, so I want you to please be sure to give him a lot of enthusiasm, support, and affirmation in his work, okay? Sir, that will change the world. All right, now we're going to practice. We did not rehearse this in advance. We're going to see if this works on its own. Here we go. Nice! Well done. So my invitation to each of you for this next hour or so is to take a journey with me. Okay? To take a journey with me. Oh. A slow but nonetheless important journey together into this larger conversation we're having about connections, reflections, and directions. That's our theme for our time together this weekend, and we want to be intentional about opening that up while we are here together. I'm going to start with a little noise. So, throughout our time together this weekend, as a Baptist Pentecostal of Christ, I have a couple of needs in order for us to be able to do this thing together. We are on a journey, and as we say in the United Church of Christ, whoever you are, wherever you are on life's journey, welcome here. And I want to be sure that each and every one of you feels that welcome in this workshop. So I need to just give you a couple of heads up, if you will, about our time together. Our time together this weekend is going to involve worship. It's going to involve some conversation. But really what we're trying to do is just have some fun together as the church. Is anybody okay with that? Have some fun together. There you go. I got at least one since she's like, let's bring it on. What's up? Come on. We want to have fun. We want to challenge ourselves to think about some things in a very different way. We want to explore some new ideas. And what is most important to me is that each of you will commit to do something when you leave here based on what's happened in these few days together. Okay? That you commit to do something. I don't know about you, but I go to conference after conference, event after event. Sometimes they give you one of these. Ever been one? Give you one of these fabulous little binders, right? And you go for your business. Sometimes the church, we can't afford to buy it, we give you a folder. You understand, we have limited resources. But you get a nice little thing, and you open it up, and it's chock full of all kinds of stuff. And during the meeting, you live with this, right? At dinner time, you're looking through it, you're passing it out, you're talking to people. And what happens when you get home? Right? It goes right on the shelf, and you have no idea later on where that is, right? And it goes in right next to the binder from the other thing, next to the other place from the time when you went to the thing with the guy and the man with the shoe. Okay? And so what I want you to do is to commit to do something with what is happening here, to do something with all that we're talking about, all that we're learning in our time together. So, first things first, I want you to stand on your feet all over wherever you are. All right, thank you very much for that enthusiastic response. All right, now, I want you to put your right hand on your chest. And I want you to put your left hand on your chest as well. Very nice. And I want you to repeat after me. I promise. I really do. Honest and true. Seriously. Trust me. I will not fib. In University Church. I am going to worship. Participate in fellowship. Have fun. Explore new ideas. I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to allow other people to challenge me. I'm going to make a commitment to do something. And I promise I will go home a different way. And I don't mean a different freeway. Honest and true. Seriously. I promise. You count on me. All right. Good job. So, now that we've all promised, let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to do. I've already talked to you a little bit about an introduction. You see a word there under introduction. What is it? Dance. I believe in dance breaks. I think it's essential.
Supposed to break dancing.
Having fun thing. Now we're going to learn, those of you who are anxious, we're going to learn some things. We're going to talk about some things. But in the midst of that, we are also going to have some dance breaks. Now, how many of you are familiar with dance breaks? Raise your hand. You have participated in a dance break before. It's very good. Several of you, a little new to the dance break idea. Here's how it works. Our fabulous and wonderful assistant, everybody wave, John. Wave. Good job. Good work. Okay. Has a playlist over there with a few selections during the presentation at different moments of his own choosing, completely unrehearsed with me, when he feels like maybe I've been yammering a little too long, or maybe you look a little sleepy,
Listen.
Now, the only rule for a dance break is this. We cannot begin a dance break when you are speaking. I'm a trained professional. You all are just starting out. Okay? So for the sake of inclusion, we'll only do the dance breaks when I'm speaking. But genuinely, guys, this is an opportunity to have fun. Your neighbor's dancing, so you might as well get up and dance with them. Okay? Okay, good enough. All right, so we're going to do that. I'm going to lay out a little bit of what I've been talking to you about with regards to connections, reflections, and directions. You'll have a little bit of a preview, if you will, of tomorrow's conversation. I have some particular questions about connections I'd like for us to talk about together. And in between doing all of that, we'll dance every once in a while. All right? Does that sound good to everybody? Can we get that done? Very nice. All right, now I will need a timekeeper because as a Baptist Pentecostal of Christ, at least 3 of those denominational affiliations are long-winded. And you all have another workshop this afternoon that I'm not leading. So who will be my timekeeper? Who will give me the kiss that indicates keep it short, silly? Need somebody who will give me a kiss. Will you give me a kiss? All right. You'll give me a kiss. We're 15 minutes to go. I'll need a nice, fabulous kiss from you, okay? All right, wonderful. Thank you very much. Give it up for our timekeeper. Wonderful. You will notice that I have you giving a lot of people applause and a lot of affirmation because I have a high tolerance for affirmation. I say again, I have a high tolerance for affirmation. And so because I have a very nice tolerance for affirmation, I do my very best to hand it out to other folks, okay? So that's why we're going to do that. All right, let's take a look and see what's up next. So, connections, reflections, directions. What did you think this was going to be about when you saw that thing? Networking. All right, I like that answer. It might be about networking. Where we've been and where we're going. I like that. Also very nice.
Sharing where we've been and exchanging new ideas.
Sharing where we've been and exchanging some new ideas. Very nice. I like that as well. Anybody else? How we can build up the church. Okay, very good. How we stay connected and reflect on who we are so we can build up the church. Different connections from across the region. Okay. So we're in a different place. We're in a new place. We haven't been on this side in a while. We're in a church. So how that, in a very tangible way, is about this connectivity geographically for a very spread out conference. Okay. Anything else? Other congregations. All right. So connected to other congregations. All right. Very good. Anybody else?
The Holy Spirit. Just connect, reflect, and direct.
Oh, the Holy Spirit. Look at that. The introduction of the God language. Very nice. So perhaps a connection to the Holy Spirit, how we're connected to the Holy Spirit, our reflection on what the Holy Spirit brings in our individual lives, and then what is God, through the presence of the Holy Spirit, directing, leading, challenging, pushing us to do moving forward. Okay, great.